God, we made it to the end. Almost. Did you guys get a sticker on the way in? Awesome. I have been told to inform you that it's your sticker to do with as you please. Stick it on your laptop, your cell phone, your significant other. Just don't put it on an Oregon Convention Center wall, please. Just want to put that out there. Boo, yeah. Excellent. Well, we made it, and hopefully, did you guys get them in the back? Thumbs up? Thank you. All right. We made it to the end-ish. And I've heard that there's a great tradition among people here at DrupalCon of counting things. So I wanted to uphold that today and give you a little bit of DrupalCon by the numbers. So let's start with attendance. We already know that this is the biggest DrupalCon ever, so we wanted to revisit all of that amazing growth in this community from 2009 to today. It's been really significant to go from some 1,200 or 1,600 attendees to over 3,300 here in Portland. And one of the things I'm most excited to see is that we've actually been able to increase the number of women coming to DrupalCon.
By 1% from last year.
1%. That's right. 18% of our attendees are women, 19% of our speakers. That's really great to see.
Especially in tech conferences.
That's right. Where did we come from? I tried to make a Wordle, but that's how that turned out. So I listed the other countries on the side for you, because they were too small. But I will say that the attendee who came the very farthest is a gentleman who came all the way from Malaysia. That is almost 8,000 miles away.
And boy, are his arms tired.
His arms are so tired. Get it? Get it? Yeah, all right. What did we eat? A lot of meat. Yeah. It's a bacon town. Well, we also served up we didn't serve up the vegetarians, but we let them eat vegetarian food.
But not the vegans, not the first day.
That's right. Also, by the way, we used all the interwebs. That's right. I've been told by the OCC that our average number of connections at any given point in time was about 2,000. We topped out at about 3,100 during Dries' keynote the other day. We had over 5,500 unique devices connect to the internet. Basically, we used all the internet all the time here. Which we think, because it didn't really break, although sometimes a little slow, we didn't actually break it, so we're estimating 100% attendee enjoyment.
And to be fair, we were going to go 110%, but the chart ran out of space.
That's all we had. However, you may have noticed that this building looks really small from the outside, but once you get in, it's like a giant cavern of gray. So this has led to what we think might be deemed as negative feet satisfaction. Just, it's a lot of walking. Thanks, we worked really hard on that joke. There's like tape on the stage for where I had to stand. Thank you. Excellent. So that's a little bit of Drupal by the numbers. Of course, it's not all numbers. What really makes Drupal awesome, of course, is that like Soylent Green, Drupal is people. Right? This is what made Drupal awesome. And I really want to take a moment to recognize the amazing amount of work that goes into this event and the Drupal community in general. And I actually want to start with the Drupal Association staff. If you could just stand up where you are. If we could just give these guys a round of applause. Yeah. They do a great job. And of course, for this event also, the local team, the sponsors, if you guys could stand up also. Thank you for all the work and the energy and the funding you put into this. They're all standing back there, huh? All right. But Drupal and the Drupal Association is about more than the cons. We have a lot more going on than that. So another thing is that another group of folks we'd like to thank are the Drupal Association members. So if you're a member, would you stand up for me? Thank you so much. So much. You guys, as members, provide amazing amount of funding to help underwrite the work that we do, but also that great community leadership. And of course, we all know that the thing that keeps Drupal going are the people who continuously obsess over every last comma in every last phrase of code. So I would like to have anyone here in the room who has committed code, maintains a project, has a distribution, has given back to the community by making the code in Drupal.org better. If you could stand up and we could recognize you, that would be great. Awesome. Nice work. Good. One more thing. We told you a little bit this morning about a group of folks who got together and spent all night coding to build a site to help connect the folks in Oklahoma with shelter and with rides to get places they needed to go. And we're really, really excited to say that the website help4ok.org officially launched today with a tweet of recognition from FEMA. So those guys, awesome job. Way to represent Drupal. Yeah. She's so cute when she applauds. All right, so like I said, we're almost at the end, but not quite. We have another fabulous day planned, and that day includes sprints, and I'd like to ask Kathy to tell us a little bit more about the sprints.
Hi. So tomorrow we're sprinting, and we are expecting 750 sprinters. And we have 50 mentors to help those sprinters find tasks. So you can show up tomorrow with your laptop, anyone with site building experience, and we will match a task with your skills. The mentors are really good at taking you through the core processes and setting you up with core tools so that your special skills can really shine. To come to that, you want to go to B117 at 9 o'clock in the morning and look for anybody with a green shirt, and they will help you and make you feel at home. The other thing that you can do is book your airplane ticket to Dublin. Do it far in advance so you can plan a long vacation. And because we're going to be sprinting really hard in Dublin to get ready for Code Freeze. And to find out more information about Dublin, you want to go to drupaldays.org, and it's Drupal Dev Days at Dublin. Officially, Dev Days starts on June 24th. The sprints, oh, that's wrong. Officially, they start on June 28th. The sprints will start on June 24th. So you want to plan ahead of time. You're going to be there a really long time, and we're going to get a lot done. And I'm getting there way early so that I can be there on the 24th.
Thank you, Kathy. And thanks to Kathy again, and Jess, and Andrea, and that woman with the lovely voice. That one. Addie, thank you, Addison Berry, for being such great contributors back to the community and putting together a great sprint for us this year. So yeah, that's it. We've had a lot of love at this DrupalCon, and of course, we don't want you to leave this event and not feel the love anymore, right? We want you to keep joining. We want you to feel the Drupal love all the time, right, Stephanie?
We do.
All the time. So what do we want to have people do next?
So if you are going to the contributions sprints tomorrow, good job. But it doesn't end there. So all over the world, camps happen every month, every week. There's user group meetups. There's tons of ways for you to continually be involved. Hop onto the Drupal.org groups and find out people in your area. There's ways to keep the Drupal love from today and this week ongoing.
That'll keep you tied over until we get to our next big main event, which is
DrupalCon Prague in September of this year. really excited to join and welcome all of you to DrupalCon, to invite all of you to DrupalCon Prague, happening the 23rd to the 27th of September of this year. Unfortunately, we weren't able to have the site go live today because of unicorns, but it will go live next week, and the call for papers and call for content will be live. This time at DrupalCon, we're going to do things a little bit differently. DrupalCon program as it is, awesome, fine, cool, whatever. We're going to make it better. We found out from attendees, which give us awesome feedback, that they're looking for something a little bit different. They're looking for different kinds of content, different ways of experiencing that content. And so DrupalCon Prague is going to have a couple new programs that we're really hoping that you guys are going to like. We're going to be rolling out the community workshop, the community summit on Monday. We're taking the community track out of the middle of the week, and we're putting it at the beginning so that we can get all of that community goodness in one big dedicated day. We're also going to be rolling out a new initiative called Labs. So any of you who today were at a session and you thought, you know what, I really wish this would go a little bit longer, I really want more meat. We're going to be rolling out Labs. It's going to be 2.5 hours of session-y content. You can do deep dives, demos, and just really get into a discussion if you just want to get more out of it. And it's going to be really great to have those kind of content and start rolling out programs that you guys really want. We also found out from Portland this year that the extended sprints were something people really, really wanted to contribute to. So going forward, we're going to start having extended sprints on Monday as an official part of the DrupalCon program. So be sure when you book your ticket to Prague to include the weekends before and the weekends following the conference, because we don't want to miss out on anything. We'll see you in September.
Hello, I'm Diana Montalian Dupuis, and thank you, Portland, for hosting me. I've had a great time, as always. Yeah? Powell's is my favorite bookstore in the country. I could live in the Purple Room. The Heathman is my favorite hotel, although it's a little grayer than it was last time I was here. So, you might not know this, but Portland has a rival. And we all love rivalries. There's the Git versus Bazaar, the iPhone versus the Android. There's Google versus Bing, from Bing's point of view. So some say it's not a rivalry, that my city is actually the sister city. Well, if my city is the sister city, it's the sunnier sister. If Portland is weird, my city's weirder. The slides their slides turned around. Okay. So if Portland is the city where the young tech geeks come to retire, my city is where they made their money in the first place. And CNN says that Portland is the #1 beer city in the country, but my city works 24/7 to prove them wrong. So a lot of people say that the best thing about my city is that it's the live music capital of the country. But I say that the best thing about my city is that my city is about to become our city, because in 2014, you will all be coming to our city, and we can't wait to host you.
I think Drupal is really about the intersection of technology and people, so I think that's a perfect match for Austin. So I went to UT Austin, and during that time really fell in love with Austin. Met some great people. We ended up creating 4 kitchens afterwards, and we didn't know what we wanted to do exactly, but we knew we wanted to work with technology and be creative. So when we started making websites, Drupal was just a really nice fit, and we really fell in love with the community.
Austin is a great Drupal city because we have a strong commitment here to open source software, to sites that involve politics or community activism. So Drupal is an ideal platform for something like that.
To attract young, talented, and smart people, you got to have an environment that they want to be in. I would say it's just the general culture here. You know, it's an environment of independence, and it's a place where if you have a good idea, nobody's going to tell you that you can't move forward with it.
So many brands here in Austin use Drupal in really, really interesting and innovative ways. We've got Whole Foods, the city of Austin itself, the University of Texas, the South by Southwest conference using Drupal to run their business and grow. We just can't wait to welcome the Drupal community to DrupalCon 2014 here in Austin, Texas.
So even better news, you don't have to wait a year because Drupal Camp Austin is June 21st. So in just 3 weeks, you could join us in Austin for top speakers, great training, tacos, and beer. Thanks.
Sorry about the yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I want to just send a personal expression of gratitude to all the people I did manage to meet this week. As you may know, this is my first big North American DrupalCon, and I've been telling everyone for the last couple hours, I feel like I've been mainlining awesome all week, but my veins are just not big enough. I only got like this much, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So I really want to thank you very much for all the energy and support you've given me personally, my first big go-around. And just say that I really, really look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great night.